It's a materialistic world. A fine example of this is look, you've got too much luxury in society for anyone to rebel. You've got the minority who rebel because they're not materialistic and they don't give a fuck. But the majority of the country have got nice houses, they've got nice cars, they've got this, they've got that. They don't really want any of the trouble.
Comfortable, yeah.
Comfortable. Too comfortable. A prime example is out of control, yeah. In prison, just say with white peas, no televisions anywhere, everyone's reading books, everyone's going to the library 3 times a week, getting a book, educating themselves in a cell, becoming literate and educated and knowledgeable in whatever. The prison service bring tellies in. Yeah. Straight away. So a screw is battering a kid there before the tellies were there. 4 or 5 mates to be protecting that other inmate against this screw who's brutally battering them. The telly's in, it's no solidarity. The kid's just getting battered, 4 prisoners are watching them. You're on it? That's what the telly done. It's like...
Wow, I didn't think of it like that ever.
Right, but what it's also done as well as this, all them prisoners that was reading books like me, educating themselves, becoming philosophical, if you like, you know,
yeah,
doing good with the time. All of a sudden, you've got a telly. So you'd come in off the street like me, couldn't read and write. I learned to read and write in prison by myself through books.
Reading
books. So what they've done is brought tellies in. Now, kids that are going into the system who can't read and write, 10 years before, they would have got out the other side being able to read and write letters. Now, they get out not reading and writing because they're stuck to a fucking telly.
Which is programming a whole fucking other load of...
It's just finishing them off. Jail's meant to be going into jail to educate your mind, to further your knowledge so you can secure employment and better your life on release. I tell you, numbs it. If you go and do the facts now, if you can try and look them up and do a little bit of looking and see what the percentage of people in prison who cannot read and write is, I'll tell you it's massive. Because of the telly. The telly was brought in not as a luxury. The telly was brought in as control. Exactly the way it's used in society now.
I was just about to say, it feels like that.
Now, what they do in prison is they test case in prison most things that go on outside. Medication, crowd control. Like even this virus. You know when the adges go in the shops and you can only go in and buy 1 and 2 items? That was happening in prison 15 years ago. You know, it's like they were test casing how to control crowds in masses within the system. They run all sorts of tests in system, psychological tests on groups, without us even knowing it, mate. You know what I mean? They'll get individuals in prison and put them through hell for 12 weeks on purpose, just as some psychological test, what no one knows about, just certain people know about. They want to see how people react to this way of treatment and da-da-da-da. It's all happening in the prison system, like guinea pigs. The prison system, all of a sudden, I can remember being in Hull. There's kids not on drugs. They've gone to the gym, they've hurt the back. Used to be getting co-hodimo. For some mad reason, the government changed it all and started giving anyone with pain methadone.
Right. That seems...
I go to the doctor, my back's broke off the gym. Okay, I'll put you on 7 mil of methadone every day for the next 2 weeks. What's that going to do?
And it's straightforward, like, obviously,
what's
straightforward as that.
Straightforward as that. That was in Hull. What's that going to do? It's just going to create addictions, right? Because it is what it is.
Zombies.
It is what it is, like.